Hello everybody, my name is Axel and I would like to invite you to take a look at the Grenfell fossil site with me. From this video we will learn a background to the Grenfell fossil site, the geological context of the fossils in this area and the types of fossils we can expect to see, how and why fossils formed in this location, and the evolutionary context alongside the importance of the site within all branches of science. So, about a 4.5-hour drive west of Sydney, in 1972 a student was doing some fieldwork and stumbled across what he thought was a fossil. His findings were then brought to Alex Rickey from the Australian Museum, and from then on, the Grenfell fossil site was brought to life. The Grenfell fossil site shows us fossils all throughout the Devonian period. The geological importance of this period is that Australia was connected to many bodies including China. However, we were slowly separated and moving southwards. Fossils from the site are from the Devonian period, so 416 to 359 million years ago. This was known as the age of the fish, which is representative of the species of fauna we can see, which include placoderms, a class of armored fish, anacathodians, a jawed fish and common ancestor of the modern shark, and Sarcopterygon, a bony and muscular fish. This is just a brief overview of the fauna we see at the Grenfell fossil site. Here are examples of the depiction of what the fish would have looked like compared to the fossils found. Within the Devonian period, when a fish would have died within the Grenfell area, its remains would travel through border currents to a sedimentary bed. In this process, scavengers would tear the fish apart for any food, leaving only the bones and cartilage, and they'd be disarticulated. Once these reached the beds, the fossils would be cemented in limestone. Nowadays, if a limestone chunk is found, it can be submerged in acid to dissolve the rock, leaving the fossil behind. From this method, there is an abundance of fossils, as teams would often find sections of rock, similar to the picture shown above, of just exposed fossils to the surface, which are ready for examination and study. The fused teeth of the jawbones of the fish can help provide insight to the environment and the diets of the fauna during the Devonian period. Now, why is this all so important to us? Well, the splitting of continents resulted in the world becoming more tropical, which enabled fish species to diversify greatly. The Grenfell aspis assemblage proves forces of continental drift and placement of prehistoric fauna, as this species seems to have been found in locations in a wide abundance of countries bordering the modern east coast of Australia, such as China. As before the discovery of Grenfell, some species were thought to have only come from China. However, our wider distribution is now fulfilled, giving us a better understanding of continental drift. Now, unfortunately, I have to conclude up today, and I hope we all learned something looking at the Grenfell fossil site. Thank you.